Now I would like to go over some basic properties of the interface here. If we go to any of these menus, you'll notice that there are icons listed next to the side. If they're not, I want you to notice a lot of things inside of preferences. This determines a lot of the interface right here. There's the menu. Menu show icons, show shortcuts. So if you go there, then there's no shortcuts listed and there's no icons. Kind of a little difficult. Usually doesn't take up much more space to show your shortcuts and your icons. I prefer that having icons. I mean, they don't tell you everything, but they kind of help. And here's the viewport. You'll see the options. OpenGL shading. I recommend that. Seems to be a little bit faster with the video card. And there's the document. You have an undo depth. I like to set my undo depth to 90. I like to undo a whole lot if I need to. And there's insert at. What this actually determines is where objects are inserted. So if I control C to copy that object and I control V to paste it, it'll paste it at the top. I can change this paste at, and I can go to next. So if I'm just on the object, if I go to paste, it'll stick it at the top because I wasn't on anything. But if I select this object and I paste it, it'll paste it below it. So it pasted it next to the object. And there's also insert. So if we insert next, select the cube and we go to another object, it inserts it right after that object. I like to leave that at top. Seems to work pretty well. Then there's units here. You can change your units. I mean, generally the units are in a way fairly arbitrary. They're just units. They're just numbers, just the set numbers. You may have to change them depending on where you move your objects and from one file to another. But you can change them though. We just exit out of here. Doesn't seem to be changing it. But they more or less all work the same. They all mean more or less the same exact thing. It's just a way of however you want to see the notation here at the end is pretty much what it determines. Not a lot of difference. Now I'd like to take a look at, well, first I want to go to the colors. You can change any colors you want here. You want to change the grid line, major grid, like this is a 94, 94. Go to the enhanced color table. So generally a value of 36 point and all that. We can actually change that color and see it happen in the background. You can change it to whatever you want to. I prefer it to keep it gray. So let's take a look at inside of the actual viewport now. Get those cubes out of the way. Right clicking is very important. If we right click, we get a selection of the different things we can do. And then there's these tools here, and the different selection tools. And if we're on an object, we make that object editable. We're on polygons. We right click. We get a long selection of different things we can do. And of course it's cut off here because my screen capture program doesn't go below that level. But I can always remedy that. And also, if we have a 5-button mouse, if you use the back button, you'll get this little pop-up here. That pops up, and you have all kinds of selections and tools available here, which is the exact same. If you notice, they're all more or less the same as they are up here. And if you do notice, if you have a higher version of Cinema 4D, like an XL bundle or a Studio bundle, you'll have different things like dynamics and hair and all that whatnot up here. But since I don't have that, I just have the core version here that I'm using, so I don't have that available to me. Now, if you don't have a 5-button mouse, you can always get to this same little menu by hitting the V key on your keyboard. Oops. The V key will bring it up just the same. So Now I would like to talk about other properties of the interface. If you this thing is, you can customize it however you want. You notice these little things here. You can undock this viewport and move it somewhere else. You can right click. You can have icons or no icons. Actually, no text. There we go. don't quite want that. You can have it vertical if it is vertical. Oh, that's the logo at the end. That's this little thing here. Show logo. Oops, couldn't see that from down there. There it is. Okay. And let's just say though, if you do accidentally move stuff around, maybe get a little disoriented, like, oh no, what happened? Bad things happened, right? Well, go to Windows, Layout, Reset Layout. You'll get exactly what you had before, and of course, since I using this capture program here, it comes up full screen. But you can change that however you want to. You can also save the layout. You notice you can change things up how you want. Like if I can make these icons medium again, so you can actually see them all. You can change the layout. You can go to standard or UV editing, or you can go to startup layout. So if I go and notice these icons here, you can actually determine what icons you have here. Oops, close that. Click down, you get a list of selections like we've been doing with the cube. Click down, you get different options. And there are these different windows here that are available to content browser, which is kind of like, in a way, it's kind of like Adobe Bridge, just a little different. There we go. So you can browse things, browse your computer, projects. You go to Cinema 4D, and you can get a preview of your scenes before you even open them. So give you an idea of what you're gonna see before you even see it. That's the floor, Cinema 4D. So it can be real helpful. So if you would like to see what you're gonna open before you open it, it'll just render a view right where you left off. So very helpful. There's also this button here, which, let me line this up better. If you click on this, you also get those same things. So if you go to standard, oh, it changes where the screen is there. That's not good. I have to fix that. Oh well. But let's go to UV edit, even though it'll change my layout again. This allows you to do UV texturing and all that, and we'll go over that later at some point. But I just wanted to show you the interface for now. You can also access the content browser with this button right here. So now we have our content browser window right back up.